Hello and welcome to class 9th English Supplementary Book Movements Chapter 2nd The Adventures of Tutu. The Adventures of Tutu by Ruskin Bond. In this story we will get to know about a pet animal, that is monkey, whose name is Tutu. This is a pet animal which is very mischievous and very hard to make it to have a docile, to make it a docile pet. Okay, so we will get to know why it has become so hard to make it docile. Okay, so this is written by a poet who is very famous, Ruskin Bond, who take birth on 19 May 1934 in is an Indian author of British descent. He lives with his adopted family in Mysore, India. The Indian Council for Child Education has recognized his role in the growth of children's literature in India. He was awarded the Sahitya Academy Award in 1992 for Our Trees Still Grow in Dehra, his novel in English. He was awarded the Padma Shri in 1999 and the Padma Bhushan in 2014. So let's start the chapter by reading an explanation to line by line. Grandfather bought Tutu from a Tonga driver for the sum of 5 rupees. The Tonga driver used to keep the little red monkey tied to a feeding trough, and the monkey looked so out of place there that grandfather decided he would add the little fellow to his private zoo. So once upon a time, what happened? Grandfather bought a tutu, who is a monkey, from a Tonga driver, and he has paid 5 rupees for that monkey as having a pet. Okay, so the name of that monkey was Tutu. What the Tonga driver used to do with that monkey, he used to tie that monkey with the trough. Trough is the feeding container in which Tutu used to have its meals. Okay, so the Tonga driver used to tie him with that trough only. You must have seen the cows, buffaloes, who are tied with their trough. Okay, so like that only this tutu was also tied with that trough, and which looks very attractive to grandfather, and what he has decided that he will take this monkey to his private zoo. Grandfather is the character in this chapter who is very adventurous and very loving towards pet. Okay, so he was having a private zoo in which he has kept different types of animals. Okay, so Tutu was a pretty monkey. His bright eyes sparkled with mischief beneath deep set eyebrows, and his teeth, which were purely white, were very often displayed in a smile that frightened the life out of elderly Anglo-Indian ladies. So here, students, the description of monkeys outer looks is given that Tutu was very pretty monkey. He was a very pretty monkey. Okay, and he was having a very bright sparkled eye, means a shiny eyes he was having, but he was a mischievous animal, and beneath deep set of eyebrows, means his eyebrows were a little bit upward and eyes were very deep. Okay, so and his teeth shines like pearls, which were a purely white, means his Tutu's teeth were shining as if pearl like structure. Okay, means whitish, they are very white, were very often displayed in a smile, means he normally used to smile or grin, you can say, and that frightened the life out of the elderly Anglo-Indian ladies. By seeing that Indian Anglo ladies, means Indian Anglo, the people who are the citizens of India also, who came from some other place. You can say Britain. They have come from Britain and settled in India. They are the citizens of India also, and they are the citizens of Britain also. So such type of people are called Anglo-Indians, who are not from India, but they are having the citizenship of India. So such type of people are Anglo-Indians. Okay. So those ladies are get frightened just because of Tutu, but his hands looked dried up as though they had been pickled in the sun for many years. So this is the description of the hands of Tutu, that hands of Tutu were looked like pickled. Pickled, you know, students, it is a pickle means in Hindi achar. Okay, so what you have noticed in that pickle, that we used to have pickles are having wrinkles on it. So like that only, Tutu's hand was also having wrinkles on it, and it was dried, you can say, not having any muscle in that. Okay, so it looks like pickled. When we keep any vegetable in under sun's rays, okay, so it dried up like that only. Tutu hands were become. Okay, so yet his fingers were quick and wicked, and his tail, while adding his good looks. So, what was the good thing with Tutu, that his hands are rather very pickled, but then also his fingers were very quick. He can do great work with that, and rigged also, and his tail, which tail was very fabulous of Tutu. It was too long and add beauty to him, means it was very good for his his looks. It was too long, and he used to do many works from that tail. While adding his good looks, grandfather believed a tail would add to anyone's good looks. Grandfather was, as you all are knowing, that grandfather was a animal loving human being. So he was knowing this, that for animals, if a long tail is there, it add good looks to it. Okay, so that is why he was appreciating that to do, that he is having a very good tail. Also served as a third hand. So and the tail of the Tutu served as the third hand for Tutu, because he used to do other works without, like, he can do the works with the hands also and with his tail also. If anything is kept far away from him, he used to catch up those things with his tail only. He could use it to hang from a branch, and it was capable of scooping up and any delicacy that might be out of reach of his hands. So in these lines we got to know that he used to hang. As you can see in the picture, students, he could be hanged on any branch with his tail only. The tail was having that much strength that he could hang with his tail only on any branch or anything. Okay, and he can uplift anything, he can scoop anything with his tail only, if he feel any difficulty to bought anything which is kept far away from him. Okay, so grandmother always fused when grandfather brought home some new bird or animal. So it was decided that Tutu present should be kept a secret from her until she was in a particularly good mood. So in these lines we got to know that another character of the story is the grandmother, who is very fused. Who is very fused means he got upset after knowing that grandfather had brought the another animal, because all the things she has to live at the home and she has to serve those animals. Okay, so maybe because of this only she was not feeling good, because for having such different animals. Okay, that is why grandfather used to hide the animals or birds when he used to bring new to home. Okay, so yeah, so it was decided that Tutu's present should be kept in secret from her until she was in a particularly good mood. So Tutu was kept in hide in a secret manner, so that grandmother doesn't know about Tutu, in secret which is hidden from the grandmother. Okay, so grandmother and I put him away in a little closet opening into my bedroom wall, where he was tied securely, or so we thought, to a peg fastened into the wall. So where they have kept that Tutu, that monkey, hidden from his grandmother, is the place where grandfather used to live. One closet opening into my bedroom was there, means not in the grandfather's room, in the narrator's room, who is the grandson. Okay, so in the narrator's room, one closet was there, means one place was there in, you can say, the interior part of the wall, which had made, and on it one poster was there, and inside it they have kept that Tutu. Okay, and to peg fasten into the wall. And a few hours later, when grandfather and I came back to release Tutu, we found that the walls, which had been covered with some ornamental paper chosen by grandfather, now stood out as naked brick and plaster. So, what happened after few hours of the day, when grandfather and the narrator came back to the room to have that Tutu back and take out from that closed area? What they have noticed, that the Tutu was not there, and he has toned up every that wallpaper what was put in to hide the Tutu in that interior of the wall. Okay, he has just uh, tore up everything. The wall was broken out, and the plaster was torn. Okay, so the peg in the wall had been wrenched from its socket. So a peg means the hook which is horned in the wall. Okay, the hook which is put in the wall for tying that Tutu, so that he doesn't go here and there. Okay, so that hook was also removed from the wall, and been wrenched from its socket, and my school blazer, which had been hanging there, was in shreds. Okay, so what other thing Tutu has done, that after coming out, he has torn up that wallpaper also. He has taken out that hook, and he has also torn out the narrator's blazer, which he used to wear for the school. Okay, so which had been hanging there, was in shreds, means he has done pieces of it. I wondered what grandmother would say, but grandfather don't worry about it, and seemed pleased with Tutu's performance. Means grandfather was not very short tempered. He was very, not we can say that happy, but he was surprised to see that Tutu has done this much of thing. He said that he is very pleased with Tutu's performance, but on the another hand, narrator was somehow worried that if his grandmother knew about this new animal and he has done this things, then what will be the reaction of her? His clever, said grandfather, given time, I am sure he could have tied the torn pieces of your blazer into a rope and made his escape from the window. So here, grandfather is saying that what have done if we had came some little late. Okay, so what he had done, what Tutu had done. Okay, he must have what the blazer was torn in pieces, he must have joined those pieces, and he has made his way to escape from the window. Okay, and so he is enjoying. By this you can see the grandfather is enjoying this moment, what Tutu has done. Okay, so his presence in the house still a secret, means till that time the presence of Tutu at that home was a secret. It was hidden from the grandmother. Tutu was now transferred to a big cage in the servants' quarters, where a number of grandfathers were a number of grandfather's pets lived very sociably together. A tortoise, a pair of rabbits, a tame squirrel, and for a while, my pet goat. Means Tutu was the new animal for that zoo. Grandfather was having a zoo of pets in which he was having tortoise, rabbits. In pairs, he was having everything. A tortoise, he was having only one tortoise, and a pair of rabbits, two rabbits he was having, and a tame squirrel. Okay, and for a while my pet goat, and one goat was also there. So grandfather, who had to leave Dehradun next day to collect his pension in Saharanpur, decided to take him along. So grandfather was going to Saharanpur for collecting his pension. Pension is what the amount we get after retirement from our job. Okay, so he has to go to Saharanpur, so he decided to take Tutu with him. Unfortunately, I could not accompany grandfathers on that trip, but he told me about it afterwards. So, unfortunately, I is the narrator. He is saying that unfortunately, narrator couldn't able to go with his grandfather. He didn't able to enjoy what happens in the way of Saharanpur. So when grandfather came back, he told everything about the journey to his grandson. A big black canvas kit bag was provided for Tutu. Means a big black canvas kit bag, in which it is a container in which Tutu was kept for the journey, and it is a very tight and hard bag which could not be eaten or toned up by the Tutu. Okay, so in such type of bag it was kept. This with some straw at the bottom became his new abode. For Tutu, it became a new home, okay, and some straws were kept at the bottom. When the bag was closed, there was no escape. When the bag was closed, there was no escape in it, no movement in that. Okay, so Tutu could not get his hands through the opening, and the canvas was too strong for him to bite his way through. So, as I've explained, the canvas was very strong that he can't bake it, he can't cut it, or he can't take his hand or head out of that canvas. His efforts to get out only had the effort of making the bag roll about on the floor or occasionally jump into the air, an exhibition that attracted a curious crowd of onlookers on the Dehradun railway platform. So what happened? He has moved. He has suffered the journey. Okay, but when he step on the platform of Dehradun, what happened over there? That uh, huge crowd was collected of onlookers on the platform of Dehradun, because it is like one exhibition is uh, kept over there. Okay, so that there it was not a type of exhibition, but one show was going on, that one bag was kept over there. Let's read and you'll get to know. Tutu remained in the bag as far as Saharanpur. But while grandfather was producing his ticket at the railway turnstile, Tutu suddenly poked his head out of the bag and gave the ticket collector a wide grin. So in this para, you must have got to know that what happened over there. When grandfather was taking the ticket on the on turnstile. Turnstile is the door, you can say, which you got in on the platforms. It is a mechanical gate consisting of revolving horizontal arms fixed to a vertical post, allowing only one person at a time to pass through. Okay, so it is such type of gate, you can see in the picture also. So uh, when the grandfather was taking his ticket, he's collecting his ticket. At that time, he has kept his bag on the Saharanpur railway station only. Okay, so at that point of moment, what he has done, he has taken out his head from that bag, and what happened? Everyone was watching him. The poor man was taken aback, just with a great presence of mind and much of grandfather's annoyance. He said, "Sir, you have a dog with you. You will have to pay for it accordingly." So, when he saw that monkey in the bag, he said, he takes a back he take one step back, and he said that, "Sir, you have to he pays some amount more, because you are having one dog with you." Okay, actually he said dog because he uses his mind to earn some money. Okay, so that is why he just here this line is written that the poor man was taken aback, but taken aback means he used his brain, and he said with his great presence of mind, and much to the grandfather's annoyance, which annoyed the grandfather very much. Okay, just because of this behavior, grandfather got angry, and then what happened, he asked for more amount to grandfather, because he was having a dog. In vain did grandfather take Tutu out of the bag. Then what happened, in very frustration, what the grandfather has done, that he has taken the Tutu from that bag, and he said, in vain did he try to prove that a monkey did not equally as a dog. After taking out that tutu from the bag, he said that monkey is not equal to a dog. You can't say a monkey as a dog, or you can't charge amount according to a dog. So vain means student here, unsuccessful attempt. Okay, so grandfather has done an unsuccessful attempt to prove that this is not a dog, this is a monkey, and you can't charge the amount what you charge for a dog for the monkey also. Okay, so, or even as a quadruped. Quadruped here means animal of four legs. Okay, so dog is a four leg animal and monkey is a two leg animal, so you can't charge for this charge same amount for both the animals. Tutu was classified a dog by the ticket collector, and 3 rupees for 3 rupees was the sum handed over as his fare. So Tutu was classified as a dog, means he's saying nevertheless, but Tutu comes, or the monkey comes under the category of dog only, so you have to pay 3 rupees for Tutu for as his fare. Fare is the amount charged for the reservation. Then grandfather, just to get his own bag, took from his pocket out pet tortoise and said, "What must I pay for this, since you charge for all animals?" So uh, uh, grandfather again say one thing, for taking revenge from that ticket collector. He said that what you will he just taken out one tortoise, which was the pet animal of grandfather too. Okay, so he has taken out that pet the tortoise from his pocket, and he said what charge, or what the fare you will take for this animal, as you take for all the animals. So for what is the price for a tortoise? The ticket collector looked closely at the tortoise, prodded it with his forefinger, gave grandfather a pleased and triumphant look, and said, "No charge, it is not a dog." So a here, triumphant means victorious, prodded means pushed. So what happened when ticket collector, after seeing the tortoise, ticket collector looked a close look of the tortoise, okay, and he just pushed it away with his forefinger by a hit, by a hit you can say, or by afraid of it you can say, he just pushed up back and say that it charged no amount because it is not a dog. When Tutu was finally accepted by grandmother, he was given a comfortable home in the stable. Means the secret what was kept for the Tutu by hiding him at his at grandfather's house. Now grandmother is knowing all about the Tutu, and he has got a good and comfortable home in the stable only. Stable is a place where the animals you can say, yes, animals of four legs used to live. Okay, so where he had for a companion the family donkey Nana. So at the stable one family donkey was there, whose name was Nana, and he have to live with that Nana only as in companion. On Tutu's first night in the stable. So what happened when Tutu spent one night at the stable? Grandfather paid him a visit to see if he was comfortable. So on the first night when Tutu was left at the stable to live, at night, at the midnight you can say, or half night you can say, the grandfather moved to stable to have the look what these animals are doing at the stable. Okay, so uh, to his surprise, he found Nana without apparent cause, pulling at her halter and trying to keep her head as far as possible from the bundle of hay. So here, what happens when he has gone there? He saw that, and he got surprised after watching Nana, the donkey, that his uh, uh, one rope which was tied around the animal to tie them with a hook. It was just very tight. Okay, and Tutu has just what you can say, pulled it. He has pulled that rope around the neck, and he was actually tempering it. Okay, so the Nana was very frightened with that position, and he was very disturbance position. He was uh, disturbed totally, and trying to keep her head as far as possible from that bundle of hay. Bundle of hay means the dry grasses. Okay, so his head was in that, and which was disturbing to Nana. Grandfather gave Nana a slap across her haunches. Haunches is the back of the donkey. So grandfather just slap on the haunches on the back of the donkey, and she jogged back. Jogged back means it take a move from the back, he jump from there. Okay, and turned around, dragging Tutu with her. Then what grandfather noticed that Tutu dragged from there, and he had fastened on her long ears with his sharp little teeth. So what Tutu was doing after dragging, before dragging out from there, he was just holding the ears of Nana, and he was just uh, cutting his ears with his teeth. Okay, so Tutu and Nana never become friends. So by this, grandfather thought that Tutu and Nana can never become friends in life. A great treat for Tutu during cold winter evenings was the large bowl of warm water given him by a grandmother for his bath. Means in winters, the last treat was what a happiness given to Tutu was what, which was given by the grandmother, that the warm water, to which Tutu enjoy a lot. He would cunningly test the temperature with his hand. with his test the temperature with his hand and then gradually step into the bath. So what Tutu used to do, he was cunningly here means selfishly, he just touch with a little finger that the temperature of water is hot or cold or medium. And then gradually what happened, he used to jump if the temperature is a little bit warm. Then the other, as he had seen me doing, means as grandfather used to do before bathing in winters. He has Tutu has noticed the same thing, and he was doing the thing. He was copying to grandfather, and used to take bath until he was into the water up to his neck. Means he used to put itself in the that tub, as you can see in the picture. Okay, he used to put his himself in the tub as the water comes up to his neck. Once comfortable, he would take the soap in his hands or feet and rub himself all over. He used to take a very good bath by the soap also, with the soap also, okay, and rub into the soap which is rubbed in his feet and hand and all over his body. When the water became cold, he would get out and run as quickly as he could to the kitchen fire in order to dry himself. So in winters the water get very cold in a very less time. Okay, so because of that, when water was cold, when water become cold, Tutu used to run in very fast in the kitchen to the fireplace so that he make himself warm. Okay, so if anyone laughed at him during his performance, when the activity he was doing in the winter, by seeing anyone laughed at Tutu, what Tutu feels, Tutu's feeling would be hurt. Means he feel ashamed because of that behavior of other people, and he would refuse to go on with his bath. And on the next day he refused to go for the bath. One day Tutu nearly succeeded in the boiling himself alive. Means what happened, one day Tutu was able to burn himself in the boiling water only. It was an incident which was described in this para. A large kitchen kettle had been left on the fire to boil for tea, and Tutu, finding himself with nothing better to do, decided to remove the lid. So, what happened? One kettle was kept in the kitchen on the gas for boiling water for tea. Okay, so what Tutu has done, he has seen no one in the kitchen, and he decided to remove the lid of the kettle, the coverage of the kettle. Okay, and finding the water just warm enough for a bath, he got in with his head sticking out from the open kettle. This was just fine for a while until the water began to boil. So what Tutu has done, he has removed the lid of the kettle and he has just jumped into it after checking the temperature of the water. It was little bit warm, enough good for bathing of Tutu. Okay, so while seeing that, he just jumped in that, and slowly what happened, Tutu then raised himself a little, but finding it cold outside, sat down again. He continued hopping up and down for some time until grandmother arrived and howled him half boiled out of the kettle. So the water temperature, as it was kept on the gas, and it was starting boiling in minute or on the another minute. Okay, so what happened, Tutu was as he felt that water is becoming more hot or warm, he come out from the kettle. Okay, but what happened, he saw that the outer temperature of the environment or the surrounding is much colder. Okay, so again he used to be inside only of the kettle. Okay, so he used to hop up and down, he used to come up and down. Okay, And at the moment, the grandmother came in the kitchen and he saw Tutu in the kettle, and he just taken out Tutu from that kettle. If she have done little bit late, if she had done little bit late, what must be happened? That Tutu can be boiled in that kettle only, because the water was going to boil due to as the temperature was heating up. If there is a part of the brain specially devoted to mischief, that part was largely developed in Tutu. He was always tearing things as pieces. Whenever one of my aunts came near him, he made every effort to get hold of her dress and tear a hole in it. So, one part is of the brain specially devoted to mischief, means Tutu used to use his one part of his brain in mischievous activities only, which was developing day by day. He always used to tear different pieces, different things, pieces, you can say, whatsoever he get, he just stored up. And if anybody came to his home and answer, you can say, he used to tore their clothes also. He used to make one or two holes in their clothes. One day at lunchtime, a large dish of pulao stood in the center of the dining table. We entered the room to find Tutu stuffing himself with rice. The grandmother screamed and Tutu threw a plate at her. So, what happened? It was the lunch time one day when they were going to have the lunch. A large dish of pulao stood in the center of the dining table, means kept on the dining table in the center only, and Tutu was having that stuff very quickly. Okay, so it was when grandmother saw that, then what she has done, she screamed on Tutu that what he is doing, and he tell her to go away. Then what in anger Tutu has done, he has just thrown that plate on her only. So one of my aunts rushed forward. Another aunt of the narrator rushed towards him, and he received a glass of water in the face. So what he has done, when another aunt gone towards the Tutu, Tutu has just thrown a glass of water on her face. Okay, so such type of mischievous animal he was. When grandfather arrived, Tutu picked up a dish of pulao and made his exit through a window. He found him in the branches of the jackfruit tree. So when grandfather gone to stop Tutu over there on the dining table, then what happened? Tutu has taken that pulao plate, and he has moved from the window on a jackfruit tree on the branch of it. Okay, so he remained there for all afternoon, eating slowly through the rice, determined on finishing every grain. Okay, so as it was looking, Tutu was there on the branch of jackfruit for the whole day, for whole afternoon. Okay, as it was looking that he is determined, he was fixed with his target that he has to finish the single grain of that plate. Okay, so and then in order to spite grandmother who had screamed at him, he threw the dish down from the tree. When after seeing again that he grandmother screamed on Tutu, then what happened? He had again Tutu had again thrown that dish of that pulao on the grandmother from that branch of tree only, and chattered with delight when it broke into 100 pieces. And he chattered is the sound which is taken by the monkeys. Okay, so he chattered like that when that dish was broken out. Obviously, Tutu was not the sort of pet we could keep for long. At the last, after having so many incidents, grandfather decided that tutu is not a such type of animal that could be kept as a docile, okay, as a pet. Even grandfather realized that one more thing, he has realized that we were not well to do, means well to do here means that they are not enough wealthy to have such type of animal, and could not afford the frequent losses of dishes, clothes, curtains, and wallpapers. So grandfather found the Tonga driver and sold tutu back in him for to do back to him for only 3 rupees. So in this para we got to know that what the fascination the grandfather was having to keep that mischievous animal, mischievous monkey, that tutu with him has now gone. He has decided to give to sold that tutu in less than that amount what he has purchased. He has purchased that tutu in 5 rupees, and he is returning back to the same Tonga driver in 3 rupees for having a loss of 2 rupees, okay, because he is thinking that he thought that they are not that much capable, that much wealthy to afford such losses what Tutu used to do by tearing up the clothes, by tearing up the dish curtains or wallpapers, or breaking up the dishes. Okay, so he has returned that pet animal to the Tonga driver. So I hope students you have understood the story. Some questions I have given as an assignment. You have to attend these questions by reading the chapter once again. First you have to write the summary of the chapter in your copies, and then these questions should be attempted by you all in your copies too. Okay, so I hope you have understood the chapter. If any doubt is there, you can ask through the comment box. Thank you.